Dude, you think about it? The books they pushed on us when we were kids are fucking wild.
Well,
Flat Stanley-
Flat Stanley was fun.
Yeah, but it's just like a pen pal idea.
Yeah, but like
I brought him to Florida.
they stick a kid in an envelope and
No,
send
but he's
them-
not a real kid, is he? I mean, he's
No, it's
he's
Flat
fucking
Stanley.
paper. Yeah, so like, what do you?
But he's
talking
alive.
about? I mean, he's not breathing, is he?
He talks and shit.
Google
doesn't
that.
he
Does
not?
Flat Stanley?
I don't
breathe
remember Flat
air?
Stanley that well.
I didn't even remember there was.
You said he talks.
Did he not? Then what the hell was it? He was just.
So it was like a pen pal thing. You
It was
like
a- it
write
was
a
a
little
laminated-
note like, "This is my name is so and so. I'm from so and so."
I brought Flat. and,
Yeah,
like,
take a picture of him in vacation. Fuck. Flat Stanley.
no.
actually
What
lives a
you
good
used to
life.
do is you'd get him, and then you'd mail him to someone that you knew, and then they would like take pictures with him, and then they'd send them back to you in the mail. We should send Mike a Flat Stanley in the mail.
No, let's yeah.
But look for. I want to buy a Flat Stanley.
No,
Right,
you
yeah.
make them. We'll print them out.
yeah.
We'll go to
And yeah.
Staples. We'll get them laminated. And
But
then
the
I'll
book
just,
Flat Stanley is about a kid who becomes flat and
Who
they
beca-
send him
illegally
across the,
illegally
they
comes to the
mail
country.
him across
The
across the Atlantic.
that does seem
oh, so he is here illegally.
kind of an issue.
They put him in an
Does he have any
envelope with
parents?
they put him in an envelope with like a carton of milk.
Are his
And
parents
like,
in
"Best of
jail?
luck."
And then
Are his
Governor
parents in jail?
DeSantis sent him up to
Why
Martha's
do they give
Vineyard.
him milk? I didn't
Get him.
I
He ain't
also,
from. He ain't from around here.
Also, part of me thinks that Paul, you're completely just making this up because you also were like, "What was Flat Stanley about?"
Flat
No,
Stanley.
that definitely
A
happens.
carton of milk and a flat person? Like, I don't know.
We're gonna look on Amazon now.
Flat Stanley.
Nothing's happening on the. Oh,
Ooh.
it's a little slow.
Jack, can I get one, please?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just a goddamn book. All right.
Oh, it's like he's got a bunch of
Flat
adventures.
Stanley.
Flat Stanley and the
Plot.
Magic Lamp.
But there's a whole series.
Is this like Captain
How great would
Underpants?
it be if the book's Flat Stanley and he's got his different...
Stanley Lamb Chop is his name. After he's squashed flat by a bulletin board while he's sleeping.
What in the fuck? Holy shit, when was Flat Stanley made? Oh my god, wait.
Stanley Lamb Chop. That is the best name I've ever heard in my life.
He decides to make the best of being flat.
Over the course of the story, he also rolls up to go out to a park, and he's used as a kite by his brother.
Jesus.
Another special advantage of being flat is that Flat Stanley can visit his friends in California by mailing himself in an envelope.
All right, he went to
I
California.
do
He
gotta
went
say,
across the
I kind of
country.
love when you read, when
Stanley-
you find stuff up
Stanley
about like
Hubs-
this. Flat Stanley came out in 1964. That's
Wow.
crazy.
He ain't
Flat
from.
Stanley is 60 years old.
He ain't from
Jeff
around here. though.
Brown.
He's got to be deported.
The idea for the book began as a bedtime story for Brown's son, which Brown turned to the Flat Stanley book. So yeah, it's questionable.
Stanley in
dude.
space.
Eventually, Stanley becomes tired of his flatness, and his brother restores his proper shape with a bicycle pump. Imagine that's what it took the whole time. It's like, I could have just blown you up with a bicycle pump.
Jesus Christ, why didn't we think of this
Could
before?
have just went to Quick Check. It's free.
They definitely put a thing of milk in his envelope when they ship him. That's what I remember.
That doesn't make any sense. It's gonna spill.
That is so
Stanley in space. The lamb chop. God, I can't talk. We just took a shot at tequila before this. The lamb chops are sent into space by the president to forge peace with a group of miniature humanoid aliens who inhabit the newly discovered planet Tyra.
Why would,
Look
the,
at
pre- why would the
2003's.
president be like, we got to send the lamb chops up there?
Wait, hold on. Look at Stanley.
Their son is flat.
Stanley. Look at 2003's.
I don't know. Send the fucking
Stanley-
flat people.
Look at 2003's book, Stanley, Flat Again.
Again.
Stanley is hit with a rubber ball while simultaneously hitting his shelf, causing him to return to his flat state.
What? That makes no sense.
That is so funny.
He has many unusual adventures
Oh,
following
God.
that event.
You know what I saw the other day on the internet?
When I-
This
when
is
I-
kind of-
when I have a
this is
kid,
Wait,
I'm-
hold on. The Flat Stanley Project.
When I have a kid, I'm reading them all these books. I'm like, look at this idiot. Flat Stanley.
You know what I saw the other day, though? It's kind of a little bit depressing. After 30 years, Cartoon
Lame.
Network is coming to an end.
What?
Yeah, you didn't hear about that?
Are they changing?
So they're not gonna they're not gonna get rid of it, but I think like
There he is.
you know like the Boomerang Corporation, like Boomerang has like that old TV, like
Yeah.
they're some company, I don't know if it's Boomerang or something, but like is basically taking it over. So it's not gonna be its own standalone thing, but they're gonna run the same shows, but it's not gonna be Cartoon Network. I don't know about you
Wait,
guys.
hold on. Back to Flat Stanley for a second. According to the February 26, 2009 broadcast of Countdown with Keith Olbermann, what a fun guy he is.
Keith Olbermann sucks.
He's the biggest dig
wait,
out on
wait.
the internet.
Oh, no.
Flat Stanley was on board the US Airways Flight 1549, which landed safely in the Hudson River.
He was carried to safe.
No fucking way. No fucking way. He was on. What was that? What was the
he
movie
went
with
to
Denzel?
space and he was
what
on-
was his name?
Sully.
Oh no, so I'm not. I'm thinking of the other one with Denzel. Is the other flight movie? Sully. That's right. Sully is Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Another Tom Hanks.
Can you-
Captain Phillips, Captain Sully. Tom Hanks is a man of many.
Can you Google
Captainship.
Flat Stanley flight? and
Wait,
that?
hold on.
I do
Never
want to
mind, never
repeat
mind,
that
that's
for
stupid.
the listeners and viewers. Flat Stanley was
Man.
on the flight that Captain Sullivan landed in the Hudson River. Flat Stanley may
According-
have caused that.
According
We
to
don't know.
Keith Olbermann.
We have to get him out of
According
here.
to Keith Olbermann.
We have to get Flat Stanley out of here. He could have. It was birds, right?
Yeah, it was
Was
birds.
it proven that it wasn't Flat Stanley?
No, that's why he ain't from around
He's
here.
got to get out of here. That's what I remember him looking like, by the way.
Yeah, I think that's the same one
one?
I had.
Yeah, with the same pants too, like the multicolored pants.
No, what it was every time the next person got him, you could customize them to look however you wanted. And he's a white guy, huh?
Yeah,
They
looks a
went-
little light in the loafers, if you ask me.
Yeah,
Those multicolored pants.
definitely.
Looks like a fat ass.
I wish there was a way. It's not sourced. I wish there was a way we could fact check this countdown with Keith Olbermann.
Who cares? Fuck Keith Olbermann. I choose to believe it out of
That
pure
is
comedy,
so
but I don't
nuts.
trust Keith Olbermann at all.
I wonder who.
That is so funny. What
and
the
great
fuck
news,
is the point of it?
Flat Stanley also survived the flight, even though there's no way he would have died. So
Why would he take a flight when he can just go in an envelope?
yeah, that's it. What a waste of money.